Welcome to my channel. Today I want to do a reading about a yes or no question, and I drew a card that is the Eight of Wands, and it's about that's a quick card about what will happen soon. So it is about the question about if you are asked to do something or not to do something. And I don't know what this is about in your life. This can be different themes, right? Whenever this reading finds you, there can be a yes and no question in your life right now. So this reading needs you to be present, and it needs you to open up for your own intuition, because I will draw cards. I cannot answer the question for you, but I will draw cards that will show what will happen, or what is the outcome when you say yes, and what's the outcome when you say no. So that's what we do. And always, as always, if you have an intuition to one of the cards that I draw, it's your intuition that is the one that has to decide, because it's not, I cannot know what your life is about right now, but I know that we have one, the eternal child, and we have the unseen for the no. So I drew from this card deck, there is a yes and there is a no card. I searched for them and I put them here so that you can see what your intuition is telling you about all of this. And we have the eternal child. We have the child that is never anywhere than next to our hearts, because it's the eternal child is always the part of us that keeps the magic alive. I always feel the eternal child as something that is the spark inside of us, that is allowing us to be the child, to the inner child that is always alive somewhere. And the unseen, it's for me something like a part of us that we don't see, and the unseen is, it's you can see the eye is a little bit unclear, it's like unfocused, and that's the card that is connected to the no. So wherever you say yes or no. And we have regeneration if we say yes, and we have milk and honey if we say no. And regeneration is something, right? We can see that there happened something like a catastrophe, and the tree is still alive, and it is charging now, it's regenerating now. And to say no, it's about milk and honey that's bringing abundance into our life. And I have, what do I want to do? I want to draw Lenormand cards for this. And I will draw, I think I will draw of these. And there is place, there is space for two for each side. And there we have a fox. And we have the magic lamp. And in this we have the snake, and we have the park. And the fox can say something about there is something wrong with this, with the decision that you want to make. There is something that you don't know, or that is hidden from you. This can be too that this is a wrong time or a wrong timing to do this, right? And we have, on the other hand, by saying no, we have the snake that can tell something about the like not a straight path, you know. That's like we have something like a U-turn. We have something like that's not in a straight path into the outer world. It's not a straight path to show up in the outer world. And there is this is interesting, because the fox, as something that is not right, comes with a magic lamp. And that's something that you wish for, you know. Maybe that this yes, whatever that is about, you know, whatever that is about, maybe that yes comes with a wish that you want a problem or a theme to dissolve. And it's like you think that maybe your yes can be the magic lamp in this situation. So that's something you have to figure out. Is there something you want of this that is a perception that where you don't see the whole picture, where you don't include all the things you know, and maybe there are things that you cannot include because you don't know them. The fox is often something that is hidden in some way. And in the no answer, there we have the snake as something that is a bit complicated, and you have to face something that is more complicated in the outer world. And so that's fitting somehow, because when you think, oh no, needs me to figure out how to solve something in the outer world, and may include something that is complicated. And on the other hand, the magic lamp that we have in this yes answer is there is something hidden underneath. So you have to adapt this to your situation, right? You have to adapt this answer and to find the right one for yourself, right? So, and we have a blended deck here, where I have blended a couple of, you see the masses of cards, but I feel that this is good. Now we have the shadow side, or the wish that we have in the outcome, what it can bring to us, right? And in this, and on the side of the yes, it's what is the challenge, and what is this about? And I guess these cards show us what your wish is about, and why you want to say yes. That's because you want to have peace, right? This is the what you want to have as the outcome, and you think that this experience and this decision will be the key, right, to peace. And what it is inviting you, this challenge, what is inviting you to try to make a decision from a perspective where you are connected to the earth and to the skies. So it's about the invitation of your higher self to connect first and to create the connection, because there are these antlers, right? The stag is standing on the ground and it's reaching in the skies with his antlers. And so to connect yourself with the ground and with the higher self before you make a decision. Because this is, you want to have the outcome. Of course, I can see this in the lamp, as well as in the key and the peace card here. This is what you want to have. You want to have regeneration, and we had this underneath all of this. You want to be in your playful self, and you want to be in the place of regeneration. But if this is the right decision for this you have to be connected to heaven and to earth at the same time, to know if this is the right way to go forwards. Because this card of the Eight of Wands is a really quick card. So whatever you decide, it will go quickly. And the no card side is showing us here that, I'm sorry for the light, that is not optimal here. So it's showing us that there is a remembrance of something that happened in your past, and that's the challenge right now. You remember something, and you remember that there were people in your life that took something from you, and it doesn't have to be a real thief, but they took something. And what is this no area is doing right now is it is warning you. That's a red flag, right? That's like a red flag. And do you interpret the red flag in the right way? That's the question that comes up with it, right? So this is telling you, look out for the warning, look out for the red flag before you decide something. So it's a time-sensitive message in both of the sides. This is the invitation to don't decide quick. So that's important, right? Because it's time-sensitive that you stay in this place where you receive information from your higher self. And the higher self is connected to you. That's obvious here, because we have both the warning and the stag. Both have something above their head. The antlers are connecting. That's like the third eye connecting to the higher self. And this is the warning. In the warning, it's the same thing, right? There is something like an different earth, a bubble, whatever it is, above the head. And it's like steaming down to this cat. So it's the same thing, right? Connect to the higher self, connect and see the outcome and the flags that are coming up. What is the wish? And to see that this is your wish, right? To have peace, and this is the invitation to remember and to wait for a moment before you decide something, because if you decide, it is too quick, because it happens quickly. That's not a decision you can make in a blink of an eye, because you have to see that there is something in here, in this whole situation. There is something in every single side that is complicated. And being complicated means you have to sit with it. You have to sit with it, you have to look at it, you have to see the red flags, the green flags, you have to see your own wants and needs and why you want to do this decision. Whatever you want to do. There is, and maybe there is, this came up to me right now, maybe there is nothing to decide at the moment. Why do you want to do a decision? And that's a question you have to ask yourself, because only you know your situation that came with this question. Why do you want to do a decision? Why do you want to do a yes or no? Is there a need for a decision? And this is what the Eight of Wands comes with. You want to decide because you want to go forwards. But maybe life will go forwards without doing a decision, because I don't know if there is a need for a decision. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We have the urge to do something, right? So we have in the yes area, we have the follow your star and follow your own North Star that drives you forwards, right? And this is what I said before this. You want to tune up, and you want to invite your life to take a step further, to move forwards, because you want to move forwards. And this is a decision that is promising you that you can move forward. But that's not what life wants you to do right now. It is standing still. This Page of Pentacles is standing still. It tries to hold the balance. So hold the balance is something else than moving forward, right? And the no area is about the devil inviting you. That's an alluring devil that is inviting you to pick the lower fruits, right? And to move into competition. So I don't know what this is about in your life, and I don't know. There is you have to make sense of it, right? I cannot make sense for you of this, but these are the cards that came out, and I will. So we take another 3 cards from this tarot deck. The 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands and the Star again. And we have the Eon, the Judgment card. We have the 4 of Wands. And we have the King of Swords. And there is this moment where you want to, this is like not being sure about what to choose. The yes comes from the place where you don't know what to choose, because there are many ways there are not as much opportunities as you would like them to be, but it is a promise, and that's what it comes with a lamp of the wish lamp, and the hope that comes with a star card. It's about hoping that you can leave or let go of the ones that are pressing you, because the Ten of Wands is a lot of pressure, and it's the promise and the hope that you can let go of the pressure with deciding yes. And there is this difference between the Page of Pentacles and the Lovers to do something, and the Page of Pentacles in this depiction is like to be something, to be balanced, and not to do something, right? That's the invitation on this in this card, to stay there, to be connected to your wishes and your dreams, and to stay there and hold your balance even when there is oppression. And in this yes one is this is the no side, sorry. That this is in this side of the no. There is this invitation of the devil and going into the challenge and picking the fruits. It's coming to a place where you want to be in this place of resurrection, right? And completing the task and moving forwards out of the competition and out of the place where you want to make this decision. So these are the cards that I have got for you. Whatever that means in your life, this is the area of the yes, do this, and this is the area of the no. I don't know if this makes sense for you, but I have to trust the process as well. So I will draw a card. I will draw oracle card, and I will read it to you for the yes, and I will draw an oracle card for the no. And then I will draw Kuan Yin card, and I will read it to you too, and then you can make, hopefully you can have more answer to your question that you came in, and you have your answer if you want to do something or if you don't. So I just trust this process. You know, this is your card. Stars in the sky. When you look up into the velvety dark blanket of the night sky covering the vast expanse of space, can you count all the stars twinkling above? Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing a tiny sliver of what is actually there? This is the domain of limitless possibilities, of the never-ending sea of potential that you yourself are made of and have now at your disposal. Your life right now is a life with possibility and needs your clear focus to hone in on what avenue of exploration most calls to you. It's time to choose and not be distracted by the sheer magnitude of what may be. Be here now. Gather your thoughts and your most cherished dreams. Focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky and take small steps, small movements towards calling this glittering potential into reality. If you can imagine this and hold that vision, you will summon all the celestial helpers and guides to aid you in bringing it into fruition. Keep your focus on the essence of potential rather than the form of it. The universe has its own ideas of how best to serve you and all of us at the same time. Trust this as fact rather than theory, and you ought not act surprised when your dreams come true, for they surely will, exactly how you need them to. And then we have for the no, we have the feast of plenty. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger, something new and unconventional with its potential for bitter and savory qualities, or something you already know you love? You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while they may seem to be an extraordinary thing, many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important things to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate on the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. And the choosing is the seed of experience. That is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory. What matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning. Avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. This is for not making the choice. And now we're closing up because you have your answers, right? I don't know what your choice was about. I don't know what you will choose, but I know that there is an answer in this area. So we have this one. And we have this one. The hand gentles the war. No matter how much chaos there seems to be in your world, trust it. It is just what is necessary to move you into the right place at the right time, for what is meant to be in your future. When it is no longer needed, her hands shall gentle and end the war. And the no area has this one. The call of the wild divine. Divine wildness requires openness to all of who we are, rather than just the part that seems proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Trust what you feel at the deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages with wisdom. Both of these cards are inviting you to trust whatever came up as your answer. Whatever came up as intuition when I told you about the cards in the yes area and in the area of the no card. And one question I want to put in that came up strong in my intuition is the question about this yes and no decision underneath. Is it true that you have to make a decision right now? Is it true, or is it your mind telling you that you have? And that's a question I want to leave you with, because that is an outcome that we can have as well, is, do we have to make a decision? Or can we allow to not make one? That's the truth too, because that's the third area. It's not about oh yes, I have to say yes to this, I have to say no to it. It can be that I can say, I don't have to decide right now, because it's the quickening that I want in an experience. I want this to move forwards, but do I have to do something to do it? Or can I allow life to do it for me? That's a question I have to leave you with, but I wanted to voice this because it's not just two sides of one coin. It can be the question of, is it necessary to do something, or can we allow life to quicken itself by not deciding something? I don't know, because it's deciding or not deciding, and it's yeah. Maybe I leave you more confused than you were before. I don't know. But hopefully you get an answer from this. And hopefully you get something out of this question, and to find your answer. Is it true? Do you have to do a yes or a no? And if you do, if you think you have to do this, what do you think about, or what do you feel about the yes? What do you feel about the no? Then you have your answer. Thank you so much for listening to me, and for allowing me to do this, and for a thumbs up and for a like. I am really appreciating every single one of you that is following me and that is listening to these readings, and hopefully you get your answer and you had your intuition coming in to give you the answers that you need for this moment in time, and for your decision you think you have to make, or the decision where you have to decide if there is one right now in your life, and what it is about. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.